Hi friends, welcome back. So question for you, have you heard of IM Academy? It's an online thing that teaches you how to do stocks, crypto, foreign exchange, this kind of stuff. And in fact, Bloomberg recently ran a story about it, and I want to go over some of this stuff because I think it's an important topic. I have a lot of thoughts to share, and my mind's just kind of been thinking about it, and I'm making a video for you. The title of the article was how the Harvard of trading ruined thousands of young people's lives, and essentially, you got this, trading guru kind of person targeting a lot of young people, and that what they want to do is sell you expensive and overpriced classes. This is on May 14, 2024. And I want to preface this conversation with the kind of, how can I say, average viewer that watches my channel often like to call me dumb or stupid. That's part of doing YouTube. You get used to it. This is 13 hours ago. Helping feels good. Wrote a comment, says, the commenter in this video is 100% correct. Chris, that would be me, clearly knows very little about politics in the US, saying that all politicians lie, and therefore all the same is very naive. And it's funny because helping feels good also has their channel description as, it feels good to help, be kind to someone today. So please be kind. It's a joke. But this particular person made several comments basically saying I'm dumb. And this is, again, part of what you have to deal with. But I'm showing this to you guys because this is sort of the general audience that is out there, and part of the audience that often falls for a lot of the scams on the internet, etc. There's another one. This is 42 minutes ago from a Tony Furu Tani, and they write, very poor information and commentary. This person was upset, I guess, of the video I recently made on Elon Musk. And it's funny because I looked up Tony, and it's pretty easy to find stuff on people. And this is the kind of, and I just want to show you guys regular people, and this, you'll make sense why I'm doing this, is because these are the people that fall for scams. Person's saying, great dinner last night, daughters, granddaughter, grandma, friends, stock market doing good, family is healthy. But here's the key line: went to casino and did not lose any money. It's okay, great. I'm happy for you, Tony. You didn't lose any money at the casino. This is just the reality, guys. A lot of people go to the casino every day. A lot of people get cheated every day. And in fact, these kind of scams, it's the subject of this Bloomberg article, suckers people all the time. And this is sort of why we have to go over this stuff. And for those of you who are experienced, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. When you're young and impressionable, you fall for these things. This is what their stuff looks like. They have these big events. It's basically like an Amway kind of stuff. I guess they charge you $275 fee to join. Then it's $250 a month. And they're calling themselves the Yale of Forex, or the Harvard of trading. And they hire social media people, so like a Floyd Mayweather, who I guess takes any kind of endorsement for this kind of stuff, be it crypto trading or whatever. And they target young people and essentially impressionable people that all want to be rich and carrying around $1 million in cash, etc. That's sort of what they do, and it reminds me of the stuff that goes on YouTube. Moreover, I was looking at this thing. The guy who started this, his name is Terry. What's his name? I don't remember his last name. I'll show you a picture of him in a moment here. But he was involved with some sort of construction thing where they involved criminal gangs. And I guess he pleaded guilty and had to pay a fine of $60,000. And there's actually multiple times that he's had run-ins with the government, pays whatever fine, and then just keeps going on a scam. And that's just sort of how our system works. I guess for them, that's the cost of doing business. And what's crazy is, the kind of, how can I say, inspirational things they tell people, which on the surface would seem harmless, like, hey, you can, do your best, or if you failed at something, it's not our system, it's your fault, you keep trying harder, that kind of thing. That's sort of how they make you feel. Essentially push the blame on you and that you could do better. And moreover, they have these t-shirts that they hand out. I thought this was interesting. This is, coming from Bloomberg. No rich parents, just hard work, right? So, in that regard, the message itself isn't necessarily bad inherently. Telling you, everyone, you can be an entrepreneur, be fearless, you can start your own business, etc. And, they have this sort of, this is one of their events, these sort of how can I say, religious type of experiences. And this is what people get suckered into, right? You follow your favorite person on social media, be it Floyd Mayweather, be it your Kardashian, right? They were involved in crypto stuff. I guess this person was also promoting their, Floyd Mayweather promoted this IM trading. I guess Kardashian didn't, but I'm just showing you guys that these are the kind of people that do promote their stuff. This Blanc, China, I guess. I don't even know who this is, to be honest. If you guys know who this is, you can let me know. I guess she was promoting the I am trading thing. This is like another rapper dude. I forget this person's name. I had to look him up because it was mentioned in the article. I'm like, I don't even know who these people are. But that's the point, though, is that like much of the world is gets suckered into this stuff because they want to get like these glamorous lifestyles and wear the gold chains, right? This is sort of what it is. And when you go to their websites, like I mean, I guess it looks legitimate like any other website, right? Like, oh, look, look at all these successful people. They're doing all sorts of things, and this is an older version of the website, so it's actually really interesting. They have multiple versions of their site, and the reason is that they've constantly had to change it because the FTC always gets them on something. They pay the fine, and they keep on going on as business as usual. That's how our system works. This is sort of why I have to make these kind of videos. But before, I guess they charged $324 or basically $325 to enroll, and then $274 monthly. And the thing that's crazy on their current website, and if you really want to check it out, you can, but I'm just going over it with you guys. You can't even really see too many details because I was just curious. You click join now or continue, and they want to know the person's name that referred you, right? Because essentially these are pyramid type schemes or multi-level MLM, right? Was it multi-level marketing type of stuff? And so basically, when you meet someone that gets you to join, they get money for you joining, and then they get a cut of your monthly fee. Moreover, they also sell classes, so this is like foreign exchange, stocks and crypto, e-commerce, personal development. So prices are just kind of ironic. Foreign exchange and crypto is like $250, right? E-commerce is $150, and then personal development, which may actually be the most useful one, is $100, right? Because like I think people want to, you can charge more for people to get rich quick, opposed to, and I'm not endorsing these people at all. I want to make that really clear, but I'm just saying it's really ironic. Because maybe if someone's just like, hey, be more confident, be better public speaker, or whatever they teach you in that. People are like, no, I don't want to learn that stuff. I just want to learn to do foreign exchange and get rich already. If you want to go all in, it's $500, etc. And it's interesting is when you look at their disclaimer on their website, and I was looking at this here, it says, IM Academies are educational products that include digital and online interactive training, content for analyzing, learning, and discussing generic information related to investments and strategies. The IM Academies do not facilitate or offer access to online platforms. Moreover, they say here, it's independent business owners and educators do not provide personalized recommendations or advice on investment strategy, nor do they provide any regulated financial services. And it's kind of weird that that you combine this stuff because you're literally selling classes that's like foreign exchange, stocks and crypto, personal development, etc. And then you're saying no, we don't sell any personalized stuff. And it's weird how our laws work to allow this to happen. Now, the FTC is actually currently investigating them, so they opened up a new thing that was back was it May 23rd, 2023. So they're just looking into it, and basically this is what they get the people on these academy things or trading groups or whatever scammy YouTuber is if they falsely advertise, basically. And so what's interesting is what happens is that, and sort of why I have to go over this stuff, because oftentimes people ask, how do these IM academies and trading scams, how do they continue? Is they can claim we're giving out general, education and general information, right? We're not necessarily promising you anything. That's one thing that the FTC can get people on of, like, if you promise someone riches, that's false advertising, right? And get you on that. Or one of the things that I guess they were doing, according to people who did this thing, is like they would send you buy and sell signals and then just have it so that they would automatically trade for you. I don't exactly know how that would work, but they interviewed someone, and there's like, I guess you would copy and paste their buy at this price, sell at this price, this kind of stuff, and then they would get the FTC would get them on that. The thing that's so crazy though is that they just pay the fine and just keep going on to business as usual. And again, this is sort of why I look into this stuff for you guys, because I know for the average person out there isn't going to do this, right? You're just going to like, oh my God, this person's telling me I'm going to be rich and awesome, and you're going to go to these cool events and everyone's having a good time. And this is also stuff that I want to show you guys that happens on the inside of these kind of things. This is a slide. There's a website. I think this stands for like Truth in Advertising or something like that. I was looking through that. They have a whole bunch of evidence over there. I'm just showing you a bit of it. But when something is shaped like this, run away, guys. And I have to laugh about this stuff because I'm 49. I've seen this game several times, but when I was a kid back in high school, it was the first time I was ever exposed to Amway. So I would have been like 17 or something like that. And you know, when you're young, you've never heard of this kind of scheme. If you don't know how these schemes work, basically it's all based on recruiting more people. The more people recruit, you get like, so each person recruit, you get like $150. And then I guess if you do 3, you get a bonus of 600 or whatever. And then the more you recruit, you can like move up the ranks, and you know, you become awesome. And they have like kind of, how can I say, different levels for this kind of thing. So I think the top one is chairman. And again, I'm showing you guys this stuff because I know there are young people out there that have never seen these things before, and I just want you to learn how to spot this kind of stuff, meaning that run away. Run away from any of these kind of things that are charging you monthly fees, you know, a couple $100 a month to like learn, you know, secret strategies. But then for the average person, you just want to join a trading group where they just give you buy and sell signals. But ultimately, though, they're just pumping and dumping on you. And then you end up losing a ton of money. And then they say, well, it's all your fault because you're not learning our stuff correctly. And, you know, you need to recruit more people. And then you spend all your time just recruiting people. Essentially, it ends up, it's a big pyramid. This was his, oh yeah, Chris Terry, that's the guy's name. This was his Instagram. So like what they do then is then they, you know, brag about the people at the top of their pyramid, basically talking about how much money they make, etc. Right? And so he'll put this on his Instagram. And these kind of organizations, or these kind of, you know, trading groups, or whatever you want to call it, they're kind of like a, how can I say, like a self-fulfilling scam. I like, what I mean by that is like, okay, I tell everyone, you know, I drive 10 Lambos and I live in a mansion, right? And I rent a Lambos in the mansion for a day. And then people go, oh, wow, you must have a mansion in Lambos. You must be really awesome. And I want to sign up for your class, right? And the more people you get to sign up, and then suddenly that was initially having the Lambo was a scam in the beginning. Now you actually do have the Lambo, but it's not because you were good at trading. It's because you were good at, you know, selling said scam. So that's how the scams work. It's all the same for these kind of people. The funny thing about it, though, is that the guy, so this is him here, Chris Terry, and this is his recent Instagram, and that's what he looks like right there. But he had a quote here, and it's kind of funny. He says here, and I guess it was a 2017 YouTube video. We have the best company in the world because everyone is linked, but also acting as their own independent bosses. And I believe they referred to that as IBO or something like that, independent boss. I think that's how they call themselves. Yeah, IBO. I don't have a pyramid structure. It's more like a matrix. We're all intertwined and everybody is working together synergistically. And I wanted to share also some personal thoughts about this stuff, guys. I've ran into these kind of people a couple times in the last few years of my life. When I returned to the USA, I will stay in Airbnb for a couple weeks. While I'm looking for a place, and this is something that happens when you move abroad, you have to stay in temporary housing because it's hard to find a place until you get to a new city. And it's not just moving abroad and coming back or going. It could be anything. If you go from whatever city to whatever city, getting Airbnb is a common thing. And the couple times, actually 3 times that I think about it in my life, when I've stayed with Airbnb, I've met just kind of people of questionable character. That's the best way to put it. And they've been involved with Herbalife, and I think maybe both of them were in Herbalife, and I don't know if it was Amway, but I remember one was selling the Herbalife stuff, and I know another one was selling like makeups and things like that. And these kind of people, they're so suckered into this MLM stuff, and yes, they do make money from it. Just be honest with you, they do make money of this stuff, but it becomes such a big part of their life in a world they only associate with other people of that nature. And essentially, the only way to dig yourself out of this stuff is you buy all said products, and you've lost money on it, and you have to essentially sell the products and recruit more people to do this thing and repeat it over and over again. And it's just, you're eventually sucked into this cult/pyramid. And it reminds me so much of all the stuff that we see in the market these days, be it with your cryptos, or we'll talk about Tesla stocks or whatever, is where like, and this is just why people get so emotional with this stuff, they've invested a lot of their time and their money thinking they're going to get rich. And then they realize like, oh my God, I'm underwater. And then you have to essentially recruit more people, be it to buy your, scammy crypto or your scammy stock or whatever. And I understand, guys, this is, much of what goes on YouTube. And I understand that people want to make their lives better. I get it. I really do. I've been around all these kind of people before, but I want to open your eyes and have these real conversations about this stuff, because unfortunately, some people feel like the only way to get out is to keep digging down further, meaning like going more and more into whatever cult, be it, this guy's culty thing or whatever cult that you're in. I'm not using the word cult, but you can use any number of things. And, it's frustrating for me. I was a professor for many years. I try to come out and give you guys, good content on YouTube, right? Just honest content. And what I'm saying is frustrating when I get these, comments from like this Tony guy. Oh, Chris, you're so dumb. You give me poor information and commentary. You don't know anything, that kind of stuff. And I laugh it off. And for me, it's fine. I tell my wife all this stuff all the time, to where if I was a young kid in my 20s, I would be really, really concerned what other people think about me, right? I'm 49. I don't care what other people think about me. I know I'm doing the right thing, and I know I'm doing a good thing. What happens is, for many young people, and this goes back to any of these, cryptos or Teslas or whatever, is they feel safety in numbers, okay? They think, okay, as long as all of my friends are buying said, scammy stock and believing in whatever scammy CEO or whatever scammy crypto project, well, then therefore it must be true because everyone else is doing it. And that's a very common thing that I see on YouTube comments. They'll say, oh, Chris, you're so dumb. You only have, X amount of subscribers. I'm going to go follow the person that has way more subscribers than you. But basically, that is a kind of teenage mentality of like, I have to hang out with people who, also believe in said thing, because that's how I feel secure about my stuff. Even though, what you believe is wrong. And what I'm referring to in this this is an example of the I am trading, is these people are selling you, again, these scammy things that are like, $300 a month to join and $250 a month to continue. My best advice for any of these kind of things is walk away from this stuff. If someone's selling you any kind of these, overpriced products, you're way better off just, hey guys, I'm being honest with you, just way better off taking that money and just buying, whatever index fund in the S&P or whatever, sort of broad-based thing, or, paying off your debt, or, getting a CD or a savings account or whatever, just putting that money to yourself and keeping it for yourself, opposed to giving it to someone else who's promising you those riches. So that's just this honest advice, and I hope you guys take this to heart, because I know, unfortunately, a lot of people get caught up in this. And when I read through all the details of the Bloomberg thing, where they talked about this I Am Academy, it made me feel really sad. And I how can I say, I feel more emboldened to keep talking about this with you. And if it just helps one person, then it's enough. So I hope you understand the point of this message. Please be careful out there, and I'll catch you all in the next video.